Welcome to the Buccaneers Observer. How's everybody doing? We're having a great day today, aren't we? Oh, man. Woo! Baker Mayfield, perfect game. I had no idea. Watching that game yesterday, I had no idea that he had a perfect game. It wasn't until later when everybody was throwing the stats around. I was like, what? He had a perfect game, 4 touchdowns, 380-some yards, no interceptions, no turnovers. He did have 4 sacks, I think. What's up, Giovanni? MK, what's going on, brother? Scott, yeah. Keep Baker. I'm on the Baker train now. Oh, man. I tell you. I got to rewatch the game. What's up, Rampage? We're happy today. Molly, how's it going? Well, I know how it's going for you, so. We have got a sick child, so I'm not going to be on too long. I say that, but I don't want to leave Molly down there with the children by herself, so I'm going to stay on for about an hour. Come on, come all. Yes. We got plenty of room on this Bucs train. Whew. I'm trying to download the game book so we can look at some stats. Get the game book going. It's been a hectic day, man. How's everybody doing? I can't believe Baker Mayfield, of all people, scored a perfect game. I never lost faith in this team. I didn't change the thing here, so let me change that real quick. I'm still here. You know what? Let me go back. That's like work. I'm not prepped, man. I'm not prepared. I do not know who won. So we're going to have to look at that and figure it out. Anybody got any idea who won? Godwin's wife made him catch 10 catches for 155 yards. I know. Godwin would just went off. Lucky Evans got a touchdown, though, and some yardage because I had him in fantasy football, and I really needed to win yesterday, and I did. So it looks like I'm going to get the bye going into the playoffs starting next week. I know. I need 800 more subscribers. What's going on? Let's do that. 900 more subscribers. I know. Well, there was a couple of passes, Rampage. I was just like, I cannot believe he threw that ball, and I cannot believe it was not intercepted. Same with Love. They were both just winging some crazy passes out there. I did not realize. I focused more on the defense on this game. You know, and if you watch my instant reaction, I think that's pretty much all I talked about was the defense. I think. I'm not really sure. I don't really quite remember doing the instant reaction video, if you know what I'm saying. I was kind of a little tipsy. Man, this lighting is horrible. I tell you, I was a mess. I wanted to rewatch the game before I got on, so I had to squeeze that in. What's up, Tom? I know what's going on with you. Yeah, we're secretly having an affair. Me and Molly. 2,000 subscribers. That's the magic number, man. Oh, did he take the ball away? Yes. I saw on the Evans when he was scoring the touchdown, a Buccaneers fan come running down the stadium steps and crashed through the gate. where they got these other little steps that go down to the field. He like crashed through, and Evans gave him the ball. And when then Evans turned around, the security guard came up there and kind of like grabbed the guy. And then on the extra point, you can see that there's a sheriff or a police officer up there too. So it was a security guy, a police officer, and they wouldn't let him back in the gate. So he was stuck there. I don't know what was going on, but they took the ball from him. They just salty. That's what it is. Can't say as I blame them. I'd be the same way. And y'all, Molly, lucky to have me. I don't even know Molly. Yes, MK. What did we start off with at the beginning of the season? I probably got it written down somewhere. Subscribers. So, Scott, where'd you hear that from? That the guy that they took the ball? Oh, I didn't even update the scores and stuff at the bottom here. Man, I'm just slacking today. Okay. I picked the Packers to win this because I'm not going to pick the Bucs again until I see them do something. So we've had 2 wins before this game, but they were against, kind of bad teams. The Panthers definitely, but so this game brings me back into the good graces, or brings them back in the good graces of me. So they should feel fortunate about that. So we're 7-7. The Atlanta Falcons lost to the Panthers. The Saints won, right? 7-7. So that puts them in second place. And update all this mess. This is like work. All right, so the Saints are in second. We'll go with that. The Falcons are in third. And the Panthers are 1-13. No, they won. That's right, 2-12. I do not know what the Buccaneers draft position is. We'll figure that out here in a second. Okay. Now, what's up, David? Talk about Devin White. Man, I tell you, talk about somebody that shot themselves in the foot. Devin White attituded himself out of probably $15 million a year. MK is going to run out. As soon as he gets the ball, he's just going to run straight out of the stadium. Oh, man. Yeah, so Devin White, apparently there's all kinds of stuff going around. It's who knows who to believe, whatever, but apparently Devin White is saying that he didn't feel good enough to play. But there's reports that Coach Bowles was going to start KJ Britt ahead of him, and so he didn't want to play over that. And then there was reports that Coach was going to bench him anyhow. So who knows what happened, but Devin White's out of here. Atlanta lost 7-9. I know. 3 field goals. Carolina got 3 field goals. Oh, man. We broke the Atlanta Falcons, I think. I think we broke them. Yeah, I was a big Devin White fan, too. All the way up till last year. And then, he had that period where he wasn't playing too well, but, he had his off the field issues, kind of explained that. But then this year, when he said he wanted to get traded, I was like, go then. And I was fine with him. He came in, started playing, but I really thought he was going to ball out this year. Baker and Canales focused on moving chains finally, yeah. Yeah, we did a good job. I think we punted once, and it was a great punt. Great punt all the way to the 4-yard line. And you know who it was that got the ball? It was David Moore, wide receiver. I did not realize he was a gunner, but he was a gunner on that. He wasn't the first one down there, but he was the one that got the ball on the 4. So that was cool. That touchdown he got was awesome. And, I've been talking him up, and I thought I didn't see a replay. I didn't know the RIP broadcast did a replay, and I thought he had thrown his defender on the ground, but he didn't. The defender went for the ball and kind of missed, and it was good yards after the catch, though. I like that David Moore, though. I think he should be our number 3. We've given Palmer enough time. I wanted to look at what his catch rate was. Palmer's catch rate, he drops like 50% of the balls. Devin got to get his foot more stronger. Got to have strong foot. Yeah, well, Bowles in his press conference, the media was really kind of hitting him on it because apparently they called the media Saturday and said, they do this when like a player isn't going to play or somebody's being brought up from the practice squad during the weekend and there's no press conference. They'll actually call the media and let them know. Well, they called the media and let them know Saturday evening that Vita Vea was going to play, and I think it was Neal wasn't. But they didn't say anything about Devin White. So the media was all what's going on here when Devin White wasn't playing. And so they kind of nailed it, really came after Bowles after the game or in today, I don't know. And, he's giving these answers, but he's kind of covering for Devin. He's like, oh, he just said he couldn't play. So that's all there is to it. Merry Christmas to you, okay? Oh, see, I didn't know that, David. I didn't know Palmer had bad hands. I don't pay attention to draft stuff. He has a picture on X with the security guard. I tried to comment the link to the picture, but it was too big to post here. The guy's name is JBuck525, J Boogie. That's the guy that got the ball. All right. Sadly, a Cowboy fan. Yep. Can't have them in your life. So, who won the score prediction? What was the actual score? The final score was 30. I'll do it. 35. Right? $35 to. I am so off today. $34.20. Okay, $34.20. All right. Who came close? Did anybody come close to that? That sounds like an MK score right there. I bet MK won this. All right. Okay. David Robinson, Packers. 56. Okay. 56-12 Bucs. That was pretty close. Yeah. That's funny. 22-30 Bucs. There we go. That's a close one. 30-22. That was Craig. Uh, 24-19. That's a close one. Oh, Wayne with 27-20. Ooh. I think that's going to be the winner. Scott, 27-10. Okay, so I think it was Wayne. 27-20. He was 7 off. Is that right? 10, 11 off. Joe was 11 off. Craig was 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, I think Craig got it. Craig got it. 6. Yep. Craig won. Bowles hates the meeting. He hates throwing people under the bus. That's cool, MK. Grandma's coming. We got family coming in, staying a week. Scooter, need an intervention. Rampage? I thought Rampage picked. Didn't Rampage pick? He picked the Packers. I think it's Craig. He did 30-22, so he was only 6 points off total. Yeah, MK, you were pretty close, man. 56-12. Craig S. We're going to put him on the winner's board here. Week 15. Whew. Yeah. So that was an amazing game. We needed to step up, and we did. And that's what. If we play like this for the rest of the year, guys, fellas, we could be contenders. I had no faith either, Rampage. Nobody thought we were going to play like that. Nobody. I'm sorry. Even the people that picked the Bucs were like, we might squeak one out. We didn't squeak it out. We dominated this game. It started off a little rough. We got that turnover on downs, and then we fumbled it like immediately, give them the ball, and they get the score. It was like just a total waste. That was on Gedeke, too. Gedeke did not have a good game from what I saw. I was seeing him get beat quite a bit. More so than usual. Oh, wait, was that one? No, that one wasn't on. That one was on. That was on Gedeke. Yeah, he had the first sack was on Gedeke, too. There was one at 9:48 in the first quarter. I'm looking at my notes. He was beat by 52 on that one. And then the strip sack fumble, he was beat by 55. So two different guys. Baker did hold the ball way too long on that. I timed it. It was 4.07 seconds. Way too long. especially when you're backed up on your end zone like that. A lot of our success was because Love was throwing some really bad passes, but we saw that on the All-22. He's not a very accurate thrower. He might get better, but who knows? Yeah, David, I know. It's how that's why I hate this close stuff. You know, when you're like trying to get into playoffs, you look back and you see all these instances where you're like, oh, if we had only done this or did that, you know, these one little things. It's like, ah. But the way you beat that is you just don't get in these tight situations. It's kind of like us dominating that game yesterday. They got, let me see, they were 10-10 up until 14 seconds left to go in the second quarter. And then they got close again. They got within 3 in the third quarter with about 4 minutes left. And then after that, we just smoked them. So that's what you do to avoid all that stuff. At that point, you know, it's like, bad calls. Who cares? We're winning. Baker Mayfield's the greatest quarterback of all time. He's the new Tom Brady. I saw Marquise Watts out there, 58. He got a few snaps. Look at his snap count here. But the only contribution I saw him make that I can recall is a neutral zone infraction. You see, he got 6 snaps, so it wasn't a whole lot of work. Zion McCollum, Levante David, Jamel Dean, and Winfield, all 100% of the snaps on defense. Britt came in second with 55, so that's 92%. And then D. Delaney come in at 47 snaps, so 78%. Shaq Barrett got just a little over half the snaps. He got 32 out of 60. And Diaby got 36 out of 60, so he got 60% of the snaps. Anthony Nelson got 28 snaps, almost as much as Barrett. And then Tryon only got 18 snaps. Whoa. Patrick O'Connor got 11. Man. We are rotating guys insanely crazy. Vita Vea only had 28 snaps. Greg Gaines had just as many. Logan Hall had one less, 27. Man, we are all over the place with our snap counts. Man. That was the game of the year from them, you think? I don't know, man. They might be amped up. I think, I think there's a combination of things happening right now that's causing this. I mean, we have been getting better. Our offensive line has been blocking better, especially in the run game. But, we played the Panthers, squeaked out a win there, played the Falcons. We got better in both games. And then, now we went up against a pretty decent opponent and we dominated them. I think a lot of it has to do with our offenses getting more in sync. We're spreading the ball around a little bit more because Baker Mayfield's he got Mike Evans his 1,000 yards. And our running game is starting to click. But I think not having Devin White in there is making guys play harder, because if your team captain is going to loaf out there, it's going to make everybody loaf. And KJ Britt he was tearing it up out there. He had one, he came in for a sack, and he just blew up that running back. I don't know if he got the sack. He should have got the sack. No, I think Nelson got credit for the sack, but Britt blew up the running back, grabbed Love, and was taking him down. He missed the tackle, but he had him on by the feet, and then Nelson came and hit him. So Nelson got credit for the sack. But Britt was doing good at running back number 32. But yeah, I think that was the only punt of the day. That one punt on the 4-yard line. It was a great punt. Only punt of the day for the Buccaneers. Let me see if I can find that. Net punting average, 65 punts. Yeah, we had one punt for 65 yards. They only had two. They only had 2 punts. Remember just a few weeks ago we had 16 punts? That was against the Panthers. 16 punts. We had 16 punts in that game. 8 punts apiece. This one we had 3 punts total. That's kind of game you want to watch, right? Who wants to watch punting? Bleh. Oh, I saw that. Lawrence might miss with a concussion. Yeah, that's right. We're playing now. Woo, forgot about that. Wow, wouldn't that be something, David, if we go in there and beat Dallas? Or they got to come to our house. Yeah, if we beat Dallas, that'd be great. Revenge from last year. Okay, I got so ripped yesterday. I don't remember posting the instant reaction video. I actually woke up today. I woke up about midnight last night. Yeah. And I was like, no, it was about 5:30 this morning. I was like, oh, man, did I post a video? I remember doing it, but I don't remember if I posted it or not. So I came in here and I was, look, yeah, I'd posted it. Tom Brady's the old Baker Mayfield. we got Tom Brady 2.0 on our team. Tom Brady never had a perfect quarterback rating? You gotta be joking me. That's the first perfect quarterback rating at Lambeau Field. And that's saying something, because Lambeau Field's been around since the beginning of football. Yeah, they called the media up Saturday night and said that Vita was going to play. And Ryan Neal was not. We got a chance against the Jaguars. David's going to beat that drum about switching the offensive line up. Probably till next year, right? All the way through the offseason. I don't think they're going to do it. Canales was pretty dead set that we're keeping the offensive line we got now in their positions. Who's the backup at Jaguars? Backup quarterback. Let me look real quick. See if I can look it up before anybody says it in chat. Boom, 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 boom. It's a competition, but I'm winning. All right. It is CJ Beathard. How about that? I want to play him. What's up, Dwayne? The ex-GM's son? That is CJ Beathard? Really? Well, that's uncomfortable. All right. Let me see. Who won the turnover battle? I think they did. And the time of possession. I'm not saying they won the time of possession. I'm just saying I want to look them up. That was such a weird game. It was even. The turnovers. All right. Let's see what we got. Rashad White. $89 yards, 4.2 average. Can't complain about that too much. He ended up with over 100 yards. I saw all kinds of stats on him today, how he's doing so good. Matter of fact, I wanted to bring that up. There's all kinds of crazy stats in this game. See, Aaron Jones had 53 yards, 4.1 average, but they only ran it 13 times. Let's see, Love got sacked twice. Baker Mayfield got sacked 5 times. Woo. Did not realize it was that much. He had 4 touchdowns, Long of 52. That was that David Moore touchdown. That was a great run after the catch because it was a short pass. Maybe a 2-yard pass. Look at Chris Godwin just dominated. His average was 15.5 and his long was 25. So that means he was really getting good yardage with his balls. Look at that. Mike Evans, 57. Yeah, Godwin dominated. Moore only had two receptions on 2 targets. His average was 34 yards a catch. That's great. Okay, no interceptions. Fumbles lost 1. 1-1. Okay, so we had 22 total first downs. They had 18. Third down efficiency, we beat them there. 7 out of 11. They were 6. They were half. 6 out of 12. Fourth down, they didn't get 0. They tried twice, didn't get none. So they had 58 plays on offense. We had 60. So that means we should have won the time of possession. Nope. They did. They won time of possession. All right, so turnovers were even. They barely won the time of possession. And then what was the other thing I said? Turnovers, time of possession, and sacks. Okay, so they definitely beat us on sacks. Yeah, we've got, after the Saints, we've got one more game. Oh, the Panthers. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Christian Kirk's going to be out. Calvin Ridley, has he done anything this year? Mock beat Wyatt. We got to see that on all 22, David. Yeah, I didn't really see Mock get whooped in this game. He is getting better, you know. I mean, at the beginning of the year, all the way up until 2 or 3 games ago, he was just getting dominated every game, multiple times. But he's starting to hold his own. I did see Hainsey get whooped a couple times. I saw Wirfs give up a sack, but it was a tough one. He got cut off on a twist. Gedeke, though. Gedeke had a rough game. Yeah, Gedeke got beat a lot. Yeah. Just in the first half, you say? Yeah, well, Calvin Ridley, what's he done at the Jaguars? The Jaguars. I hear the baby downstairs crying. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to stay on long tonight. Like I said, we got sick kids in the house, and I feel like I need to be down there with them. Let me see. At Jacksonville, am I at the right? Okay, Jacksonville. He started all 14 games. He's had 109 targets, 60 receptions, 781 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's only got a 55% catch rate, though. What's up, Joe? You almost forgot about Victory Monday. How does that happen? What is more important? Betting on yourself to win should not be against the rules. That's a good point. But then again, yeah, to win. Yeah. That's true. And we should force them to bet on themselves. They should have to bet their paycheck every week. Wouldn't that be awesome? Imagine winner take all. You get to take your opponent's paycheck. That'd be a different game there, wouldn't it? Oh, Scott, that's awesome. Yeah, we've got quite a few Bucs ornaments too. Can you take a picture and send it to me? I can post it in chat. Yeah, Hainsey. I don't know, man. Just not cut out to be a center. I don't think. Yes. Yeah, we were talking about that, Joe, about Lawrence being in concussion protocol and Christian Kirk being out, and how the Jags definitely looked beatable yesterday. Yeah, that's the problem. Light's going to go to one of these small schools, get a tackle, and make him a project. Put him at center. So are we feeling confident about this or what? Do we feel like we deserved that win? I'm thinking so. I think we look like a team that was decide we're going to go ahead and try and win some games. I'm interested to look at the all 22. I don't know which one. Probably the offense. I'm probably more excited to see the offense in this game. I paid attention to the defense more during the broadcast, but I want to see the offense. Did you see them dummies got 2 delay of penalties, like almost back to back? How do you even do that? O'Keefe got a touchdown. I think that was his first pass catch reception of the year. Remember in the first couple of weeks, they were throwing it to O'Keefe a lot, and he was never catching them. And then they just stopped throwing it to him. Yeah, he's got one reception. He was targeted 3 times in week 1, no receptions. He was targeted last week in Atlanta, no reception. Targeted this time, touchdown. So he gets 5 targets, 1 touchdown. I'll take it. And then Rachaad White sliding down instead of going for the touchdown at the end of the game. I was like, why not? I needed that on fantasy football. I actually didn't need it, but he did that last week too. It's like, I needed it last week. But hey, that's me being selfish. A smart heads up football plan. And I think Tompkins, 83, I think he might have did a front flip in our victory formation. I'm not sure. I didn't see it totally. I saw him like stepping forward in a weird way before they cut. In that first quarter, Joe, that 4th and 2, they went for it twice on fourth down. We forgot to check the clock. Yeah, that was so embarrassing. I mean, it was back to back. I think it was one play in between it. It was like, dang, dude, that's a rookie mistake right there. Yeah, Britt looks like he's playing really good. But he came in on that blitz. He just blew up 32, that running back. That's how Devin White used to do it. Yeah, we fumbled right. I mean, it was like a total waste. We gave them the ball right back where they got it. It was like, what? But Baker, he held the ball way too long there. 4 seconds. A little over 4 seconds. And, Gedeke gave up. Gedeke got beat. He recovered somewhat. If Baker would have got rid of the ball, but the guy that beat him, 52, actually launched. I mean, he jumped to get Baker's hand. He left his feet. It was a good play by 52. Yeah, I agree, Joe. I don't like the 16 punt games. Very boring. Yeah, David, man, it's just so sad with Devin. And just shooting yourself in the foot for what? I don't get it. I mean, you're costing yourself probably $10 million a year. Just acting this away. And if you compound that out over a contract, 3-4 years, maybe say 2 guaranteed money. I mean, you're costing yourself $30-50 million. And why? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like Antonio Brown doing that stuff. There's a guy that doesn't know how to manage his money to begin with. He needs all the money he can get. And you're going to go act a fool and lose all your money. Losing all those paychecks, losing this. We were going to just think if we would have had him in that Rams game. That would have been a deciding factor. That was a close game, but I think we would have had Antonio Brown. That would have put us over the top in that Rams game. But it is what it is. Yeah, I think Bowles has had enough of him. I don't know. I mean, did Bowles bench him? Is it an ego injury? Is it a safe face injury? Because we've been saying that for weeks on, before he, got injured. He needs to be benched. So I don't know if Bowles did it or if Devin White said he didn't want to play or whatever. I don't know who benched who, whether he benched himself or whatever, but it needs to happen. He needs to never step foot on the field again as a Buccaneer. And that sucks. But, hey, we're not going to get depressed about that. We just had a great game. Yeah, Godwin dominated in that game. It was just like every time we needed 10, 15, 20 yards, boom, Godwin. Boom, Godwin. Who was it said his wife was the offensive coordinator last week? She got better at it this week. Yeah, David, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, we've won 3 in a row without him in the lineup. That's a bad testament, man. You know, when you're supposed team leader, defensive leader, team captain, and the team's better off without you. Yeah. The players are probably a little worried too. You know, they're like, man, you know, if Todd Bowles will bench his favorite player, I better start playing good. He don't even like me. Yeah, that's what I think, David. I think it was one of those, look, to say you're injured, save face. Yeah, he hasn't even been trying to tackle a lot. I mean, he's actively avoiding contact. He doesn't want to get hurt because he thinks he's going to get that big contract in the off year. And he might get decent money. I don't know, man. That's gonna be interesting to find out. Some dumb team will sign him. Yeah, that's probably what happened, Scott. It's that case of you can't fire me, I'll fire myself. I quit. Because Bowles was probably like, all right, your foot's not 100% healed, trying to give Devin an excuse. And he's like, we're going to start KJ Britt. If you think you can come in and play, we'll rotate you in with some snaps. And he was just like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm the starter. I'm not going to play. Bowles was like, all right. See ya. Yeah, I think so too, Joe. I'm back on the Mike Evans train. He's been great. He had his hiccups, but he's been great. Antoine Winfield, killing it. Had 10 tackles. He was our tackle leader again. Very close behind him was Levante David. Levante got a half a sack. Barrett got half a sack. Nelson got a sack. I can't believe they didn't credit Britt with at least half a sack there. Yeah, I want to see David Moore out there. I want to see more and more. I've seen enough Palmer and Tompkins. Wow, both teams had quite a few big plays. The Buccaneers had 10, at least 10. It just cuts off the top 10 plays of 20 yards or more. Wow. The Packers had 6 plays of 20 yards or more. We had at least 10. They only showed 10. Wow. That's awesome. Rashad White with another catch and run for a touchdown. 26-yarder this time. He is not playing around, is he? Rachaad White's turned into a bell cow running back, man. All right. I had some stats and stuff. All right. Yeah, Baker Mayfield got his first perfect 158.3 passer rating. He completed 22 of 28 for 381 yards and 4 touchdowns. Man, whoever had Baker Mayfield in fantasy football was loving it yesterday. Oh, he was the first visiting player to record a perfect passer rating at Lambeau Field. So I guess the home team has had Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre or somebody has had perfect passer ratings. You know, I don't remember passer ratings when I was growing up. I don't really remember them being a thing until maybe the late 90s, maybe early 2000s. Baker Mayfield is the third player in league history with 375 plus passing yards, 4 plus touchdown passes, and a perfect passer rating in a road game, joining Nick Foles in 2013 and Ken O'Brien from 1986. Ken O'Brien, he's up there with that name. Only 5 quarterbacks this season have put up a game of 375 plus yards and 4 or more touchdowns. And no quarterback has done it twice. So Bake could break that record. He could do it twice this year. Let's do it against the Saints, man. Godwin surpassed the 60-catch milestone for the 5th consecutive season. There's 8 players with 60 or more receptions in each of the past 5 seasons. The 155 receiving yards by Godwin are the 3rd most he has recorded in any regular season game of his career. This was his 4th career game with 150 plus receiving yards, and his 6th career game with 10 plus receptions. Evans tied, with that touchdown, Evans tied Davante Adams and Rob Gronkowski for the 12th most touchdown receptions in NFL history. He's got the 30th most total touchdowns in league history. He's got 93. He's got 92 touchdowns, passing touchdowns. That's crazy. So his 11 receiving touchdowns in... Yeah, no, it's a 1 o'clock game. Yeah, they might flex it. The Jags-Bucs game's at 4 o'clock next weekend. Evans' 11 receiving touchdowns are tied with Mike Williams for the 5th most in a single season in franchise history. But here's who holds number 1 through 4. Mike Evans in 2021 had 14 touchdowns. Mike Evans in 2020 had 13 touchdowns. In 3rd place is Mike Evans in 2014 with 12 touchdowns. 4th place is Mike Evans in 2016, again with 12 touchdowns. And 5th place is Mike Evans in 2023 with 11 touchdowns. So Mike Evans holds the top 5 5 franchise records for touchdowns in a season. That's funny. Rachaad White has gone over 100 scrimmage yards in 4 consecutive games, tied for the second longest active streak in the NFL. He finished this game with 139 scrimmage yards. He's had 7 touchdowns through 7 weeks. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, I did call David Moore. I'll pat myself on the back for that one. Evans should be made mayor of Tampa. Oh, I know. That Saints game is going to be huge. That's at Bucs, though, right? Yes. I don't see how they could beat us, man. They're just not a good team. Oh, the defense looked good? They played Tommy Cutlets. Yeah, he's a bad quarterback. I mean, he's one of those that once teams get game film on him, he's done. I mean, his whole thing is he runs. That's a good question, MH. What's up, man? I think they'll be out. Of course, it's going to depend on what everybody else does. But Minnesota's will be tied with Minnesota, I think. And then you got, let me see. They changed what do we got? We got 8 teams in the playoffs now, or 7 from each conference. That's horrible. I should know this stuff. So the Vikings are 7-7. The Saints are 7-7. I do not know who would win that tiebreaker there. The Packers are 6-8. So depending on what the Saints do, that would put the Saints at 7-8. You got the Rams at 7-7 and the Seahawks at 6-7. They're playing tonight. So there's a few teams that are right there with the Saints. So I do not know whether they would be eliminated or not. Saints will lose the Rams. When is that game? Is that next week? Yeah, week 16, Rams. It's at Rams, too. Mike Evans might be good at football. I don't know. I think we need to give him a little bit more time. Make sure it's not a fluke. Hey, what's up, Al? How'd you like that game? Tom. Yeah, it's really strange with that with David Moore. We're bound and determined to play these young guys, whether they're good or not. It's like this year we're a building team. I don't know what's going on, but it worked. It was a good game. It was exciting. I liked it. Yeah, I was worried they weren't going to re-sign Golston either. I like Golston. He's a good plug, you know. Rib cartilage injury. I did not know that. Huh. Gosh, I can hear that baby screaming downstairs. I don't see anything on Carr about the rib injury, so it must not be too bad. He says he's fractured 3 ribs this year, the latest coming last week. So he's saying so I guess he fractured a rib. Oh, wait, that was 8 days ago. Yeah. Don't see anything recent. Baby's fine. Oh, okay. I hear her yelling every now and then, so she's just acting up. Yeah, Joe, I'm surprised. Came into this season real low expectations, Now here it is. We're at the top of the NFC South, barely, but we're there. And play good football. Can't believe our quarterback got a perfect passer rating. I had no idea. Watching that game, had no idea. How's the other baby doing, Molly? She feeling better? We got one of our kids has possibly got the flu. They went to a Disney thing on ice this weekend. So, a bunch of people and a packed van, and then in the stadium, and you just pick up the bugs, Oh, she's sleeping. That's good. You said those rib injuries were 3 separate injuries. He's just trying to come up for excuses. I'm not good because I'm playing through injuries. So yeah, we had it's a weird game, man. Weird game. I had no idea that Baker Mayfield had a perfect game or perfect quarterback rating. Had no idea. Watching that game, didn't even think about it. And he did get sacked 5 times. That should be against the quarterback, right? Oh, thank you, MH. Oh, I know, Tom. Yeah, the whole math behind the quarterback ratings is come up by some mad scientist. Like I was saying, I don't remember ever hearing about it when I was growing up, watching football. I mean, maybe they mentioned it at some point, but it was never like a thing. It was only really, I want to say, like the early 2000s that it started becoming like a part of regular football stats? Don't know. Somebody would have to correct me on that if I'm wrong, but I just don't ever remember it. Never really heard a quarterback rating until maybe the late 90s. Well, I'm going to come down there and give you some help. We got a game tonight. I haven't even done my morning routine, my exercises and stuff. Yeah, right. David, they'd love that mess, man. It's almost like Ali Marpet got him addicted to let's get this guy nobody knows of and turn him into a superstar. So how do we feel about the Buccaneers now? Do we think this was a fluke? Do we think it was just us getting better as the season's going on? Are we hitting that fourth quarter and stepping our game up? December football? Is that what's happening? I mean, I kind of do feel like, personally, I think they're playing much better football all the way around. I think the benching of Devin White has helped our defense. I think having KJ Britt in there has helped our defense. Yaya over Tryon has probably helped. Not having Neal back to, they've made a lot of adjustments. A lot of adjustments on defense. Offensively, I think the run blocking is getting better. I think Rashad White's really focusing, hitting the holes harder, being more decisive. Baker's spreading the ball around a little bit more, I think, but I honestly think he was just making sure that Evans got his 1,000 yards. Now that Evans he's got his 1,000 yards, he's going to spread it around a little bit. But I didn't really notice anything that we did yesterday, especially on offense, that was any different than we've been doing. We just did it better, I guess. I don't know. Green Bay isn't as good as I thought. Man, I was worried we were going to get caught by that tricky stuff, but they didn't really even, I don't recall them really even trying. They got away from the run game real quick, too. Cheat day on the exercises? Nope. Don't do it. I got a certain routine I do. I've done it every day for years. Haven't missed a day, even when I'm sick. The Buccaneers have shocked New England. Part fluke. What's the part fluke, Rampage? What part do you think was the fluky part? Jags game will tell us a lot. Yeah, a little bit better quarterback play. Ed Love, he's just not a good quarterback. I mean, I guess he could get better, but he's definitely not Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre. I don't think he's ever going to be that good. I'm still, I'm still not as happy with Canales as I was hoping that I would be. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the guy. I like him a lot. But I wanted to see some good stuff out of our offense. I mean, it's working now, but it's not the stuff I was expecting to see. Oh, to get a perfect rating, you have to throw for over 300 yards and have at least 2 touchdown passes with no interception. Completion percentage also has to be above 70%. Okay. That's it? That's all the qualifications? It seems like this year quarterback play, there hasn't been as many 300-yard passers. Oh, yeah, our draft position. What is our draft position? Let me look that up. Boom, 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 boom. Right now we are 19th still. Yeah. It just seems like we are bound and determined to have that 19th spot this year or next year. Carolina, man. I just can't. Every time I look at that, they got the number 1 draft pick. Oops, no, they don't. Because they gave it to Chicago. So Chicago's got the number 1 draft pick. That is insane. How bad do you have to be as a team to do that? Ugh. Really bad. What's up, Russ? Oh, yeah. Okay, I got you. Yeah, those were some fluky plays. Both quarterbacks were doing it, though. Baker he was getting the passes completed at a better rate than Love was. But, man, they were both squeezing those passes in. Yeah, there was one. Mayfield threw the ball. It was almost tipped by a lineman, almost tipped by a linebacker, went right past the head of the defender, cornerback, I think it was. And Godwin caught the ball, and then there was a safety right there. So it was a really incredibly lucky. That's the actual requirements for a perfect passer rating. I did not know that. Ten passes, 0 interceptions, a minimum completion percentage of 77.5. Have a minimum of 12% of their passes score touchdowns, and have a minimum of 12.5 yards per attempt. Good grief, that sounds like a lot. Yeah, MH, I said that at the beginning of the year that I didn't think Green Bay was all that good, but looking at their all 22, they weren't bad. I thought they could beat us. But you can see that he's got a ways to go, man. Yeah, Russ, we got to do something about our pass rush. I mean, last week we went up against the Atlanta Falcons, who had basically their whole offensive line was second stringers, and we couldn't get to Ritter. And it's just not good. I think we got 2 sacks on Love this week, but both of them were from blitzes, if I recall. Yes, I'm with you 100%, David. Yeah, this offense very much looks like Byron Leftwich's offense. In certain aspects. Wow, yeah. Is Brock Purdy at least? Yeah, when you got to say that. Yeah, I think it's the Mahomes effect. Me and Molly talk about that quite a bit. You know, we've gotten the league's gone towards these dynamic quarterbacks. That's what everybody wants to see, these running around, throwing from weird angled quarterbacks, spectacular plays. And with that, you're also going to get a bunch of crap, too. So I think we're getting more crap than we are the good stuff. But yeah, I mean, all the good elite quarterbacks have retired or gone away or whatever. I think Aaron Rodgers is the last of the Mohicans, right? And Madden's the best. Yeah, Russ, that might be a first. But first in a while, anyhow. Baker didn't have any batted balls. He had one last week. I can't remember. There was something special about it, but I can't remember what it was. A Barrett Rudd jersey. Molly's got a Barrett Rudd jersey. I think it's pink. It was one he wore in the game. Game worn jersey. I kid. I liked Barrett Rudd. No, Scott. This is what Bucs fans do. We grouse. Nelson played well. I didn't really notice. I wasn't really focusing on players. I just sat back and enjoyed the game as much as I could, stumbling around. I was quite altered. I didn't get to see that Dallas Bills game. I wanted to. I had Red Zone on. Tannehill syndrome. That makes sense, David. You thought Trevor Lawrence was going to be the next great thing? What's he been in the league? 4 years now? 3? Yeah, I think we've probably seen what we're going to see from him. I mean, he's not a bad quarterback. I like his, I don't know, leadership is the word I'm looking for, but his rah-rahness, cheerleading. Oh, I know, Russ. It's like, what, they're going to wait to the last game of the year to wear their red jerseys? Red and pewter? See, we are at home this week against the Jacksonville, so we could wear our red. We get to decide. It's December. We probably will. But then we're at home the week after that, too. Can we? Let's do it twice. Let's do it back to back. Red jerseys, pewter pants. Okay, so yeah, this is his third year. Trevor Lawrence's third year. But his first year was kind of rough. The whole coaching situation and everything. It's one of the reasons why I don't have more energy today. A little hungover. Didn't get much sleep. Got sick kids. So I'm just kind of like, Good. I was high, not high. I was on cloud 9 yesterday though, with that win. That was good football, man. Plus, I've got a relative who's a Green Bay Packers fan. I was able to talk crap to her the whole game. I can't stand the all whites. I don't like them. They look like long johns. Like the guys are out there. They got woke up in the middle of the night. Got to go play football. Oh, David likes the all white best. You're the first one I've ever heard say that, David. Are creamsicles every week? What is it? It's the Washington Commanders have a new uniform like every week. And I wonder if that was one of the conditions for them changing their names, is that they get, to do like the college does, where they have different uniform every week for a year or two. I want to say they did that last year too, where they just had different uniforms every week. But I swear, every time I see the Commanders play, they're in some weird uniform. Well, we got our creamsicles. I like our all pewter. They threw that on us a couple weeks ago. I had no idea either. Not until game day started. So I had to run up here and put on my all pewter jersey. I was like, I got to change. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing my John Lynch jersey today. Old school. Yeah, we're gonna watch them all 22 this week, Tom, on Trevor. So you think he should be in the shotgun almost exclusively? He's such a big guy, man. What are his stats? He is 6'6", 220 pounds. Big dude. Oh, he's got a Twitter account too. We should go crash it. Texas beating the Titans. Oh, they were taunting them with the Houston Oilers uniforms. Yeah, me and Mom were talking about that. I was like, that is so weird, man. And then she brought up, that'd be like what'd you say, the Baltimore Ravens playing the Colts, wearing the Colts uniform or something? Moves like a praying mantis. Huh. Well, at 6'6", having to bend over like that. Yeah, I was high on Bucs Life. That's right, MH. Dude, I was so high on Bucs Life, I could barely walk. David likes the all white and doesn't like the pewter The all pewter. Oh, remember the all red? That was pretty cool too. Who did we play? It was the Rams, and they wore all yellow. And they called it the Condiment Bowl because we looked like ketchup and mustard. Oh, yeah, I did see that, Al. That's very strange, man. And that makes no sense. Joe likes the red jersey and white pants. I think we've worn that this year. Yeah, what's the deal with the Matt Patricia stuff? That was very strange. I mean, he was brought in as an advisor, right? Now he's jumping all the coaches to be the defensive coordinator or something? Or the play caller, anyhow. Very strange. The Eagles defense just like took a nosedive the past few weeks. They're trying to shake things up over there. Seeing Houston beat the Oilers, yeah, that was wild. It did. My brain kind of like froze me when I saw the game. I was like, something's not right here. Took me a second to realize, wait, that's the old Houston Oilers playing the Houston Texans. It looks like the 49ers. Yes, Russ. Yeah, 100%. Tom, I think he'd make a great offensive coordinator. Highly offensive. All red with light gray pewter was my favorite color scheme. Yeah, that was during the alarm clock days, right? Alarm clock number days. Yeah, the red and pewter to me is just classic. Oh, Russ, yeah. I was talking about that. Strange, man. Did you notice that they didn't replay it? They did briefly, but it was like it wasn't like a close-up angle. And it was the NFL Network. A lot of weird stuff going on with the NFL Network. But they just replayed it one time from like a distance. So and they kicked the guy out immediately. Found that very strange. I was like, what? So I never did really see a good shot of the hit. So it's going to be interesting to see what Patricia does tonight. What kind of mixing things up he's going to do. Well, Tom, don't be telling them that before our game. Let Lawrence get up under center and stumble around like a praying mantis for one more week. Oh, I didn't know that still had 3 previous warnings. But I want to see the video. I want to see the hit. I'm going to look it up. See if anybody's got video of it. Because I didn't see the video. Oh, he's been suspended for the whole season. DeMonte Casey? Wow. They just announced that. The league cited repeated violations of playing rules intended to protect the health and safety of players. Wow. So he's received fines for unnecessary roughness in weeks 2, 7, 8, with 2 fines in week 8 and 12. So he's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fines this year for unnecessary roughness. He's got 61 tackles. 5 of those were unnecessary roughness penalties. The Steelers, man, what has happened with them? They act like they just don't want to win. I mean, they jumped out to a 13-0 lead in that game yesterday and then just didn't do anything for the rest of the game. Just let the Colts just like steamroll them. They didn't even care. It's weird. Something's going on over there. Yes, 2 home games and 1 in Charlotte to wrap up the season. Oh, man, there's only 3 games left. Well, not if we play good. We'll get some more. We'll get some extras. Bonus games. I didn't see that hit, Tom, on Lawrence, on the Trev. Joe. No, we definitely don't. Even when he was playing. That's weird. You know, I think there's a pretty good chance, probably like 87% chance we'll never see Devin White in a Buccaneers uniform again. It's weird. All right, so I want to see the hit that this DeMonte Casey did. I mean, I saw it. I was watching the game. But they never replayed it. And then they replayed it like 4 plays later, 2 commercial breaks later. But they did it from a wide angle. They didn't do a close-up shot. All right. I'm looking at NFL Australia. Oh, video's unavailable outside of Australia. Why? The Associated Press has a 12-minute video on it, but I guarantee you they don't even have the play in question on video. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, and this video, there's another video I'm watching. It's 1 minute and 9 seconds long, and it's still frames. They got 3 still frames. Pictures. Hey, David, all right, brother. Have a good one. We're going to do all 22 tomorrow night if you can make it. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, here's ESPN. Let me see. This is an 18-second video. Oh, you got to have a package to watch it there. I've got ESPN Plus. Why am I not able to see it? Okay. Here we go. This is the actual play. So you can't even see it. You can't see it. I want to see a replay from multiple angles. The guy got ejected for this, and he's out for the season. As fans, I think we have the right to see why guys are getting suspended. Russ, you out? All right, brother. Thanks for stopping by, man. We're going to do all 22 tomorrow. I looked on YouTube. I couldn't find it unless they got it. I don't think the NFL Network showed it. Let me see. Michael Pittman hit. Here we go. Yeah, we're getting the one angle we saw on the broadcast. That's it. I want multiple angles. I want to be able to see why this was illegal. Nope. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. I see it. Okay. Yeah. I want to put that on the thing. Let me see if I can do this without getting a copyright strike. There's no way to enlarge this. Anyhow. Yeah, that was a pretty nasty hit. That's what I just watched. Now, mine was a little bit different. But yeah, it was a short. Oh, they took the game ball again yesterday and gave another replacement ball to the fan. Oh, here it is. How come I can't enlarge those? Boom! Oh, man. He does get bent back. How come you can't full screen in these shorts videos? There it is. Boom. That's all there is. Whew. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I got some sick kids down there and go make sure everybody's doing okay. Plus, I need a nap. Rough day yesterday and today. Anyhow, guys, it was great. Great game. I enjoyed that game. That was probably one of the most fun Buccaneers games I've seen in a while. It was just fun. It was good football. It was exciting. It was a nice win. We played good football, I thought. Not the best, but it was good. Good enough to beat the Packers at Lambeau. So the guys are probably hyped about that. That's always a good thing, going to Lambeau Field and win there. Especially the new guys. You know, they were all like, this is awesome. All right, Rampage. We're going to do the all 22 tomorrow, so try to make it if you can, brother. And everyone, Yeah, I thought it was one of our best games too. Joe, have a good one. MH, Al, everybody. Y'all be good and have a blessed evening. We will watch this game tonight, and then tomorrow we're going to start breaking down this all 22. Probably going to go with the offense first, but we'll see. We'll see tomorrow. Get here early and you can vote on it with me. But until next time, go Bucs.